getting into a game with Zillilag. This is our coach. Um, he's been rising up on the MMR ladder. Um, this is super high MMR. Give him respect for not dodging us, and I think our chances of winning are quite low. I would say 20%, but let's remember that anyone can be beaten, right? He knows how to deal with the Phantom Ray spam. He loves the steel balls. We don't really know how to deal with it. I think we take this specialist because we need the best starting pack. That being said, this is good too. Let's go for this one because he loves the steel balls, right? So we don't want to go necessarily. Well, this is still not bad. Um, okay. Obviously, we just go arc lights here. I guess he loves steel balls, but he's not gonna go steel balls every game, right? That's not how it works. But just the training spec is pretty garbage. I don't. We never really have money to use the training spec. I almost always will prefer the deployments over, um, more just a higher level. But maybe it's because we go Phantom Ray spam, and the Phantom Rays are pretty expensive, more expensive than the chaff. A missile specialist, that's not bad. Let's see how this goes. Probably doesn't know who we are because we change names so often. So we're hoping to catch him off guard in round 2 and just snowball. But I'm telling you, this guy, he's one of the best now. So it's good that we have the steel balls into the tarantula. I mean, that's like it's very positive. Like if we were more advanced at playing steel ball, this would almost be like a almost like a short victory kind of thing. But we don't really know how to play steel balls. We're not going to continue with the steel ball comp. Another missile strike sounds interesting, but we need the money for the Phantom Rays. Right. Yeah, these actually, some of these fangs are doing quite a lot of damage. Maybe we do something like this. Maybe we save the second one. I think this is a good position for these crawlers. Okay, Phoenixes. I wonder if he knows who we are. He's just going Phoenixes because that's the best thing against the steel balls. We have no air units. I mean, if you go Phoenixes, why don't you just go Phantom Rays of your own? Is Phoenix better than the Phantom Ray? Probably, right? Since everyone uses the Phoenix and not the Phantom Ray. Phoenixes, they just don't tank. The Phantom Rays tank, they kind of are Swiss Army knife. Phoenixes are more like a marksman. See how quickly the Rays get locked on. Pretty quickly because of the positioning of one of the packs. Kind of looks like we might be able to clean this up because we have so many things kind of in front. We just need these guys to connect with the Phoenixes. Oof. That was horrible. How did the Phoenix one-shot? I guess it was the fangs that whittled them down. Alright, Missile Strike is good for us. Improved Wasp could be good for us. But the problem is that he's got the Fangs. He might go Improved Wasp himself, to be honest, right? Oof. We have Missile Strikes. Let's go with the Missile Strikes. Let him go Improved Wasp. Just keep striking down his units with the missile. Probably start to sell out of these steel balls now, I think. Probably get another chaff here, but let's just see how many Phantom Rays we can get first. Just keep going, Phantom Rays. So he gets the shield on the Phoenixes. It's a very early shield, but he knows it's because the missile strikes are coming. And more Phoenixes. Good thing he doesn't have the quantum reassembly. Jump drive, probably not as strong as the quantum reassembly. But yeah, the problem is we need chaff clear, right? There's just too many units here. Mustang would be ideal. However, Mustangs will get obliterated by the tarantula. We still need chaff clear. It's okay. The shield doesn't really help against the Phantom Rays, right? Because the Phantom Rays are pretty much just one-shotting them. Uh-oh. This tower timing is not going to be good for us. We were doing so good, right? And then we lose the tower. These Phoenixes will clean up. We do need to get the shield, I think. Cloak isn't going to be as helpful as the shield. The problem is it's just the chaff, right? That's the problem. Fire Badgers is not a bad solution to this chaff, but they will get picked off if you put them here. I think we go Fire Badger, right? Stormcrawler with fire is also not a bad option, but it only takes a couple Mustangs to take care of that. Mustang with anti-missile, we always lose to that. Let's go with the Fire Badger, maybe a safer option here. Kind of want to get the shield first. Range first, maybe our pack here. We've been instructed by this player on how to play with these units, so we're going to listen to our teacher here. Maybe something like that. Kind of staggered. Some of them are vertical, some are horizontal. Kind of all over the place, and I think that's supposed to be good. That's scary. Level 3 Typhoon. $34,000 damage. That's going to take so many shots. We are targeting it, but it's taking so many shots. In fact, now I think the next tech is actually burst, just because these units are so tanky that burst is going to help us. We did solve the chaff clear problem, so now our next problem is just the heavy units that we don't have enough DPS for. Smoke bomb seems good here, but does it really do anything? It just makes the units kind of move faster and move forward a bit more. It doesn't do anything, I think. We'll skip. Now we go burst. Keep going Phantom Rays. We start borrowing now. This isn't doing that much. Maybe we could sell this. Can we get oil? Yeah. All right. So what do we get now? Gonna have to borrow. Perhaps range. The Phantom Ray. Why not? All right. Let's see if we can survive a round. Typhoon with homing missile. Let's get a second one in. That's going to be for the early tower snipe. That's going to be a problem for us. We have nothing in front of the tower. I was worried about the Stormcrawler in front of the tower. Now I see the mistake was we needed to fortify the tower. Hopefully he goes for the... Thank God. That was close. Is the second volley going to hit the same target? Oh my goodness, that's horrible. We were starting to do pretty good. We were really starting to do pretty good this round. It was just that that tower timing. It almost feels kind of cheap, but man, we will get another opportunity, I think, to try to redeem ourselves. Okay. Some dogs as chaff wouldn't be that bad, right? But better to get some value, I think. Definitely need the levels. Oops, didn't mean to click that twice. Yeah. Gonna go for another Fire Badger here, I think. Don't know about Napalm. Probably don't need Napalm since there's nothing really running in. Wouldn't mind to upgrade this tower too. Probably good, decent targets here. All right, how do we come back from this? More Phantom Rays, I think. Just get another tower just to be sure. And speed. Just go for that. Launcher overload, range. It's kind of scary. Cloak, probably not going to help here. The Phoenixes will always have a target to fire at. Oh my goodness. We're just getting cleaned up. These Phoenixes are firing like machine guns. That's going to be it. Perfectly played from Zillilag. It didn't really expect to do much better than that, but quite surprised to see the launch overload. We haven't gone against that, but it looks super powerful. Yeah, this is just complete slaughter. Well played. All right, let's get into that last round with Zilly and see what we could have done better. In the drop here, I think it's clear that the marksman makes the most sense because the marksmen are a really good counter to the Phoenix. Go with the aerial spec, and let's keep getting more marksmen. Right. get one level on our tower. I think we could sell this and $200 left over. Maybe get another level here, or all right, let's see how that goes. The marksmen are already starting to connect. Shields is helping them quite a bit. They're tanking multiple shots now. Fortunately, we lose this tower here. But do we have enough marksmen to come back? Yes, we do. So, right there, that's what we should have done. Usually when I get offered units, I just don't even think about the marksman because it's not part of the composition that we usually run. And I always say to myself, marksmen suck because, when the chaff run in, then they're pretty useless. It's just too much of a risk because they could be amazing, but they could also be garbage. So in those cases, I just think it's just too much of a risk to go with marksman, but in reality, it's not, right? Each unit has their roles. And meanwhile, the Phantom Ray, why I like it is because it can kind of do everything. It can clear the chaff, clear medium units, large units, small units. It tanks a little, so it's kind of like the sledgehammer, Swiss Army knife. It does a little bit of everything, so that's why I like the Phantom Ray so much. Whereas the marksman, they can do amazing if they lock onto the right target, but they could also do nothing. And that disparity is like that risk is just too much for me to kind of handle. If I see my marksman just getting stuck on chaff and dying, then I think I just lose the game because I went marksman. But in this situation, if you see mainly just phoenixes, and I guess these are slow moving units, you can go marksman with aerial spec, and you'll be able to take care of the phoenixes pretty easily. So at least we were able to figure out a solution. I know this isn't the best solution possible, but it is just a little bit of something that we can learn from our loss. Hope that was enjoyable.